Hello, it's Veronica Fernmoss on day 18, día 18. Wow, yesterday was a really shamanic day in the most unexpected place while in traffic. And while I say unexpected, I've actually had quite a few shamanic experiences while driving, interestingly enough, but never quite like the one I had yesterday. I've never been brought to tears in really bad traffic before. Tears of joy in really bad traffic. Then I realized that I had recently come from a structural integration session. It's a modality of body work where there's a lot of deep tissue work, and it really clears your channels. And obviously it really cleared me yesterday, because not only did I have that shamanic experience in traffic, later that day I just laid down and just went into this incredibly profound place. Maybe one of the most profound. Again, it's somewhere between a meditation and a shamanic experience. And it's not like I laid down thinking, oh, I'm going to meditate or I'm going to go into a trance or anything like that. It just happened. And I went into this place of infinite bliss, which I've experienced before, but yesterday there was something different. It was deeper. And I really believe it has a lot to do with the structural integration work that I'm getting done, that my body is getting unwound, and places where I have been holding tension for God knows how long, is that tension is releasing. And as that tension releases, there's more spaciousness. And the result of that is an access to an incredibly spacious realm. And that's where I was just spontaneously going to yesterday. And while I was in the second shamanic experience of yesterday, laying down, I got a bunch of downloads. And one of them I want to share with you today. It has to do with, well, I got this very, I think, really interesting teaching tool. And I brought it. It's this. It's a rubber band. And the teaching that came to me, just full-fledged, goes like this. That when we are born, we are like this. We're very flexible, supple, spring right back, and open, and we can expand. We can very easily expand. We're very supple. Then as we live our lives, things happen that contract us and even wound us. So like, let's say you're little and your parents split up. It's a wound. Then let's say that your grandma dies, somebody that you really love dies. Kind of hurts. It does hurt. Then maybe you have some really serious trauma, like maybe you're molested. That wound, those wounds are all, another way of looking at it is that they're wounding. They get wound into the fabric of your being. So that saying, wound up, you're wound too tight. So pretty soon, if you don't work on it, how much can you stretch? How much can you open when you're like this, when you're all wound up? And I feel like one common thing is that people are chronically wound up. In fact, we're so wound up as a culture that we don't even realize it. We think that this is a normal state of being right here. So what all the practices are unwinding. So there's yoga, there's meditation, there's walking in the woods, there's snuggling and caressing and eating good food and being with people you love and taking really good care of yourself and forgiveness and on and on and on. And so that you can return to this, because this is our natural state of being, to be open and supple. So that was the message that I got yesterday, and I found it so useful, and I hope you do too. So when you find yourself getting wound up or wounded, remember, you need to unwind, unwind, unwind. There's a little squirrel. I don't know if you could hear it. Blessings to you, and have a beautiful day.